Welcome to Market Matters. I'm Lynn, joined by Sulhi, Azman. Today, stocks with momentum. We have one called APFT Bhd. This is a stock that's flagged with positive momentum. Its share price, right, it's down 2% today to 23 cents, but its volume, 25 million shares traded today. Now, if you compare this to the last 200 days average volume of only 12.2 million shares, so it's easily double.
Indeed, it is the 9th most actively traded stock today. Now, if you look at the share price, it has doubled from 12 cents in March 2nd to about 22.5 cents today. Now, this APFT, right, it is formerly known as Asia Pacific Flight Training Centres. It offers flight training services in Kelantan and in Indonesia. It also owns about 35 aircraft with 49 qualified instructors, and lo and behold, in early 2014, or rather late 2013, they ventured into the oil and gas sectors when they thought it was booming. But then, you know, because of the volatile oil prices, it has bring down the price, the share price down a bit, but since it recovered.
So they actually ventured into oil and gas by actually acquiring a company, subsidiary. And since then, its share price has actually risen along with the news of riding the oil and gas bullishness then, right? But I had a look at the numbers. It's loss-making.
It has loss-making for since 2012. Now, bear in mind, it was listed in 2011, but 2012 it turned into the red, and it continued chalking losses with cumulative losses of 30 million ringgit.
And its latest first quarter, which is ended June 30th, is reported a net loss of 1.9 million ringgit. Revenue also fell almost half to about 12.9 million ringgit, which makes you wonder, right, for this company. Okay, so what it does is it operates a flight training academy, offering airline pilot courses for commercial airlines in Kelantan as well as in Indonesia. But you don't know whether operationally, as a core business, is even doing well.
Well, if you look at the cash flow, right, in the first quarter, it is still operating in a negative cash flow, you know, and they really need a cash because their cash balance is about 1.6 million ringgit. And in the past few weeks, right, there have been, the past few months even, they have actually been proposing to raise some cash via private placement. Now, they've been doing that since since 2014 in several tranches now.
Since July 21st, 2014, so that's about more than a year ago that they actually proposed this private placement exercise to raise about 19 million ringgit, yeah, Sulhi?
Yeah, 19 million ringgit to actually fund for their working capital as well as to purchase aircraft and so on. But interestingly, you know, because of the lower or volatile crude oil prices, right, you know, they have to revise the terms and conditions of the private placement. Initially, they have allocated about
9.6 million ringgit
to buy equipment for oil and gas, correct? But then, you know, they have to revise that and they scrap that plan out because the oil price is just doesn't seem to be doing good and favorable to them.
So the proposed utilization that's been revised is actually done on June 11th, close to 10 million ringgit. So instead, they're actually going to use this for working capital, which is a bulk of it, and to repay bank borrowings. But in the latest results note, in terms of prospects, APFT says it's confident of the prospects in the near future because of the expected substantial capex by Petronas for its rapid project in Pengerang, which APFT can actually participate because it's a licensed Petronas vendor.
Well, you know, that seems to be a very good news there, but I have a bit of concerns, you know, because, you know, PT Technique, right, when they acquired 51% stake in PT Technique for about 10 million ringgit,
which is the oil and gas.
The oil and gas, they provide oil and gas services. You know, they had an order book of 67.3 million ringgit, and in the past 1 year at least, you know, we have not seen or heard any PT Technique bagging new contracts. So, you know, we wonder whether, yes, they can be competitive with the license and so on, but, you know, what have they been up to in the oil and gas sphere?
So what could be brewing in a company that's actually seeing this much of a trading? But we have to wrap up APFT Bhd. So this is a stock that's flagged with positive momentum, loss-making. It's a flight training academy operator who has aspirations to venture into oil and gas, but it remains to be seen because it's still loss-making. So maybe we would like more visibility in that. So it's something to watch out for in the coming time.